Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about probably one of the most underrated audio devices out on the market today in the content creation space, and that is the Hollyland Lark M1 wireless vlogging mic. Now this is an entire wireless lavalier system with a charging case that includes 2 transmitters as well as a receiver, and it will work with most of your vlogging cameras like the Sony ZV-E10 as well as the Canon R10 and most of your smartphones. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, I am going to tell you why you're going to want one of these today. I'm also going to tell you what you get with it, what's included with it, some of the features, and I'm going to give you a live comparison to the rodewirelessgo on the sound quality as well as the range. I'm going to give you some pros and cons and what the cost is in comparison to the rodewirelessgo and the DJI. Look man, I know you're going to want one of these today, and if you need one right now, you can purchase one today by clicking on the affiliate link in our description. Look, when this thing hit the market, it came out at around 150 bucks, but we've seen it as low as $115 on Prime. Now, of course, if you purchase this thing through our affiliate link in the description, you'll be helping our channel. So go ahead and buy one now if that's what you feel like you need to do. However, I'm going to give you 3 chances to win this thing, but you have to watch this video to find out how to do that. I got to tell you, I am seriously blown away by this mic, and I can't wait to share with you what I know about this thing and how it works. So let's unbox this thing and let's talk about it. Look guys, when I unboxed this thing, I really had no idea it had the travel case and all of the accessories that came with it, because normally those sorts of things to use with a camera or a cell phone, you'd probably have to buy something extra. So let's get into that. We're going to unbox this thing. This is the Hollyland Lark M1 wireless lavalier microphone. It's compatible with the iPhone, Android, DSLR cameras, iPads, PC, computer, you name it, they're compatible with it. The beauty of this is, of course, it's a wireless microphone, and it's great for content creators or streaming live. Right now, as I said in the intro of the video, I absolutely love my rodewirelessgo. They're pricey, but you know, there's cords to plug them in to charge them. Each individual piece has to be charged just as any device does. So I wanted to try something a little different that I could take out on a camping trip and not really worry about, you know, damaging it or replacing it. So anyway, regardless, I wanted to try this out, and so here you go. So let's go ahead and get into this box and let's see what this is, what it comes with, and see what's involved in hooking this thing up. Okay, oh wow, so right out of the box, look, you get a nice case. See, that's something that with Rode you could add as an accessory, but it just did not come with a case. So this is really well done. I love this. It's got the brand name right on it, so you know what device goes in it. So let's see what's in here. Okay, so here we go. Look at this. So this is how it comes. It comes packaged like so, very nicely done. It's got a nice little sheath here. Look, it's already powered to some degree. That's that. So let's lay out what comes with this in this case. So I'm sure there will be something that we have to add on to this. Let's see. All right. So that's it. So that's the empty case. It's a really nice case, actually. Yeah. Similar to the Rode case that I had to buy extra that cost me, I think, 10, 12 bucks extra. Anyway, so that's that. Looks like this is going to be a single charging cable, I'm going to assume, for that. This is, okay, so this is important. So this would be specifically for your DSLR cameras. But as you know, with smartphones, It requires the what they call the TSSR cable end that would go into a headphone jack, and then the other end obviously would go into the lav mic to connect to the base unit here that's in here. So that's this. So the one thing that it does not come with, I'm an iPhone user, so you're going to have to purchase one of these. It's a lightning to the headphone jack, which they're like $7 or $8. You can get them on Amazon, or you can buy them right from Apple. Either way, but this is a lightning to headphone jack. So let's open that up real quick. So that's pretty simple. And so basically you take the gray end, and it says right on the cord, 3.5 millimeter TRS to TRRS patch cable. That is what you're going to need. I had to buy this separately with my Rode Wireless Go to work with this in order for it to work with my iPhone. So you simply do that, and then this just plugs right into the bottom of your phone. Simple as that. Real easy, guys. Wow, how about that? All right, so this is the case. It's all inclusive, man. I love it. So here is the receiver right here, and as you can tell, it's trying to connect to something, because it out of the chute, as soon as you pull it out of the charging case, just like an AirPod or earbuds or whatever wireless, that's how it works. You get a charging case and these. So here's what's beautiful about this. So you just pull this one out, and you'll notice we're syncing. So no more. It's already synced. Then we're going to pull the second one out. Look at that. And if you notice, they're already paired. So you have two wireless microphones where you can speak, and you can have someone that you might be interviewing. This thing would work perfectly. And this is the base. I mean, this is the part that you would hook up to the other end of this cable, which would go right here. Here you go. That's it. That would clip on, say, a shoe for your camera or your gimbal, and then this would go into the bottom of the phone, and that's it. And then you put a mic on whoever your subjects are, or whoever the interviewer and interviewees are, and it works just like that. So that's pretty cool. Plus, you have not only that, you get a couple of kittens, a couple of wind muffs that come with it. That is so awesome. Look at this, simple as that. Just clips right on. Would go on, say, the top here, like so. There you have it. Look at that, pretty awesome. So that's for wind. Here is the device, and I'm gonna unplug all this, and I'm just gonna put it right back in the case. Look at that. And you carry it with you. All this goes in this case. Everything goes in. This is awesome. Now, what I do know about the technical specs on this thing, supposedly this can get you through about 16 to 24 hours worth of work. Each charge on each of these devices within the battery pack should stay charged for 8 hours each. And they're saying that this battery pack will charge these at least a minimum of 2 times, but most likely 3 times. That's awesome. If you're a content creator, if you're out on site somewhere and you're recording someone or filming someone, this is awesome. I love it. This is something the Wireless Go from Rode does not have. So, not saying that Rode is bad. They're great. I love my Wireless Go. That's what I'm talking on now. So the next test is going to be, how good is the audio quality? Now the 2 transmitters right here, they only weigh about a ½ ounce or close to around 12 grams. And this might be a little heavier, but they weigh relatively the same. They're super, super light in comparison to the Rode Wireless Go. Okay, so when you pull them out of the charging case, they automatically pair and you're ready to go. They default to the phone mode, or what is known as the camera stereo mode, which is indicated by the blue lights. See the blue light right there, guys? Now, if you only use one it will automatically go back to, it'll turn green right here, and that is considered mono mode. Most people will use a single one at a time, but you might want to use two of these when you're in an interview type situation. Okay, so let's talk about some of the features on here. Now, you see this right here, this is a yellow button right here. It has a couple of buttons on the transmitters here. This is the on-off button, and this is the noise canceling button. And you just do one quick press, if you'll notice here. Let's see if we can get this in the light, right? One quick press. Now it's green, and that is noise canceling, guys. I probably won't use that most of the time, but you never know in noisy situations, but that's what that's for. On the receiver, you have three buttons. On-off power. You also have these two right here. These are volume control right here. This right here is, it actually is a dual switch. This would be the decreased volume. This would be the increased volume. They only have three settings. You've got a high, medium, and low volume. When you pull this out of the case, it automatically defaults to the medium. So you may have to check your levels and adjust that. Now, this switch also, if you do a long press on it, it will change this from stereo to mono. And then, of course, you can change it back as you desire.
As you wish.
One thing that you need to note is that what does not come with this kit is the adapters, which is TRRS to Lightning or USB-C for the Android. The Lightning being the one used for your iPhone, and the USB-C would be for Android and other devices. Now, either one of those you can also purchase in our affiliate links in the description. They usually range around $10, but they can range up higher to say somewhere around $19 or $20, just depending on the brand and the style and some of the other features that might come along with it. Now, one thing of note is that the USB-C charging cable that comes with it will also charge each one of the devices in the charging case, which is really handy. They have the USB-C charging ports right on the side. And that cable will also charge the charging case. Now, let's get into the charging case. The charging case will hold up to around 20 hours worth of charging capabilities. Now, each one of those devices will hold a charge for about 8 hours. And if you put them back into the case, it takes about an hour and a half to fully charge them. Now, if you do the math on that, that means that you can get maybe 2 full charges out of this thing, which is basically all day long you can run and gun with these without having to miss a beat. Okay, so before we get out and we test this thing for sound quality and range, let's get into some pros and cons of this thing. First, I want to talk cons because I want to finish on a high note here. So the couple of the cons that I have with this thing is the fact that you have no audio input level indicator on the device whatsoever. Versus the rodewirelessgo, which does have audio input level indicators, which is very handy, and here's why. If you are recording something, you want to see what the levels are, making sure you're getting audio input, that's very handy. But as it is with this thing out of the chute, you don't have that unless you are actually plugged into your vlogging camera that will have an audio input display option for you there. I highly recommend that, and when you're using this device, that you do set your vlogging camera to show the audio input levels. Now, the other thing that I don't like about this is the volume control itself. You do have the 2 switches on the side, and you only have 3 levels, and that is high, medium, and low. But again, there's nothing on the device that physically tells you what mode you're in, whether you're in high, whether you're in medium, and whether you're in low. You pull it out, you go to medium, you assume that that's what level you're in. When you pull it out, let's say you mistakenly hit a button and it goes to high, then you start recording. Next thing you know, you're left with a distortion that is irreparable. So that's one thing that I do not like about that. I wish that on the side of it, instead of the 2 buttons that you toggle back through high, low, and medium, I wish it were a physical switch that you could see what position it's in, whether it's in high, whether it's in medium, or whether it's in low. That would be really, really, really good. And I hopefully in the future they will either add audio level inputs there, or they will have a switch that you can physically see where it's at before you start recording. So those are a couple of cons for me. Now let's talk about the pros. The number one pro for me, price. The price is amazing. If you're a content creator, a beginner, and you are just now getting into this, the last thing you want to do is spend a fortune on equipment. And this is one of those devices that is kind of rare, to where you can get in at an entry level and still have a quality sound, which we're going to get into here, momentarily with the quality of the sound. But let's say you just have a smartphone and you're looking for great audio. This is your device. It's really, really handy. Now, the other thing is that if you're a pro, if you've been doing this for a long time, this is a run and gun mic, and you don't have time to do a lot of different things. You just want to pull this out and put it on a lapel, or you're going to interview somebody in public somewhere. You just throw one on their lapel. It's fantastic. Now, the second pro for me is that it's all inclusive. You get everything with this ready to go. The charging times on this thing, another pro. It takes an hour and a half to charge it, but you get 8 hours per charge on each of those devices. And the fact that the case will hold up to 20 hours worth of charging time, you can get essentially a full day of recording in almost when you're out in the field. And that is so, so handy for a content creator. So there you go. Those are a few pros and cons. Now, don't forget, you'll have an opportunity to win one of these. You get 3 chances, but let's go check this in the field. You got to keep watching to find out. So let's go test this thing. We're going to go get a range test, and then we're going to get a quality of sound test in comparison to the Rode Wireless Go. So let's go do that. Okay guys, so here we are in a live outdoor environment with the Hollyland Lark M1. I am simultaneously shooting this with also the Rode Wireless Go, so you can get an understanding if there is any sound difference whatsoever. You can get that. So here we go. This is the M1. And this is the sound with the Rode Wireless Go. Now I'm back on the M1, and I am not using the noise cancellation feature on this, and I'll get to that in a little while. I'm going to show you another demonstration with that to see if you can see. I don't like to use the noise cancellation feature on this because there's like a canned sound that I get with this. I don't like that. I don't care for it. Let's get on over, and I'm going to give you some distance test for you. Supposedly this thing will go up to around 650 feet. I'm going to give it a go at around a couple of 100 feet. Let's see what happens. We use this thing a lot at the SEMA show in Las Vegas, and we did extremely well with that, even with the crowds and interference that might have been going on within the halls. It did really well for us. So come on, let's go get a distance check on this thing. Okay everybody, so now is the time I want to take you through just a couple of things, just to some of the features on this thing. I've got my my dead kitten on, a little windy. Hopefully that'll help. It's not super bad, but let's see what happens here. A couple things. 650 feet is what Hollyland claims that the Lark M1 will get from a distance standpoint. I'm only going to be walking out about 200 feet roughly, close to 200 feet. I'm also going to be going back and forth from the noise cancellation on to the noise cancellation off. And I'm also wearing my Rode Wireless Go as well as the Hollyland Lark M1, just for, just so you can differentiate between the two, the sound quality and those sorts of things. So let's go ahead and take a walk. I'm gonna go ahead and start walking out this way here, and let's go. Once I get about midway, I'll talk. I'm not quite midway through. I'm gonna guess that I am, say, 50, 60 feet away from you guys, maybe 70 feet away from you guys. So let's start walking again, and let's get all the way out to the end of the the dock here, or the pier, if you will. So let's keep going.
A few moments later.
Okay, here I am. I'm all the way at the end. This is approximately 150, maybe 200 feet roughly, which is what, a third of the distance that they claim that this thing will properly communicate to the receiver. So let's see what happens. And then also right now I've got my dead kitten on. There's a little bit of a breeze, so how well is that doing? I've listened to some stuff recording with the dead kitten on, and it seems to do very well as far as keeping the wind noise out of it. So hopefully that'll work. Now let's try the noise cancellation. This is with the noise cancellation on. This is the Rode Wireless Go with no noise cancellation or dead kitten. This is the Hollyland Lark M1 with noise reduction off or noise cancellation off with the dead kitten on. This is the Rode Wireless Go again. So now let's begin my trek back to you, and I'm going to get about midways, and let's see how well that works then.
More moments later.
Okay, I'm about midways here, so you be the judge. Distance-wise, I'm sure it's picking up. It should be. It has in the past, so hopefully it is. Hopefully this sounds good to you. Now I'm going to turn on the noise cancellation once again. Right now it's off. Now it's on. Do you see any difference? I did with a previous recording. All in all, I don't think you're going to need it.
2,000 years later.
Okay, there you go. This thing right now, you can get it on Amazon. They're running a special for about $119.99. It's a great deal. Typically they range between 120 and 150. When it hit the market, they were 150 a piece. Compared to the Rode Wireless Go, which is around 250 bucks, 300 bucks, and then the DJI version of this is over 300. So, yeah, from a beginner standpoint, if you're a beginner content creator, I would say pull the trigger and get this thing. Or, like we promised earlier in this video, here's how you can win these things. We're going to run a little contest here. First and foremost, you got to subscribe to our channel, you got to like this video, and then you got to leave a comment that says that you subscribed. Now, here's how you win that by doing that. At 25,000 views, we're going to award a winner, one, okay? When we get to 75,000 views, we're going to award number two to a lucky winner. When we get to 150,000 views, we're going to give the third one away. So make sure that you subscribe to our channel, you leave a comment, and you like us. Tell us you want to win one of these guys. First of all, thank you for watching. I hope this video was useful to you. We'll continue to bring you more products like this. So thanks for watching partscountergurus.com. Take care. Have a great day.